Hey, what's going on, everyone? Let's knock out LeetCode 487 max consecutive ones, part 2. So if you haven't seen part 1, just go back through my videos and watch that before you watch this video. So given a binary array nums, return the maximum number of consecutive ones in the array if you can flip at most 1, 0. So FYI, this is a sliding window problem, okay? So looking at example 1, we notice that if we flip this 0, we'll have 1, 1, 1, 1 for a length of 4, right? Okay, over here, if we can either do flip this 0 or flip this 0, either way we'll have a length 4, right? And looking at the constraints here, we're guaranteed at least one value inside of our nums array, so it's not empty. So that's a good look there. And let's go to the drawing board and discuss our approach. So like I mentioned before, this is a sliding window problem. So I'll show you guys a walkthrough here where I have a right pointer and I have a left pointer. So basically what I'm doing here is I check if this value is equal to a 0. If it's not, we'll just do regardless right minus left plus 1, which gives us 1, because now I'm tracking the longest window. So right now the longest window is equal to 1. Okay, I get here and it's equal to 0, right? And we can flip at most 1, 0. So let's say we flip now. So we flipped 1, 0 and we do our res length. So right minus left plus 1, which gives us 2. All right, we get here. It's not a 0, so right minus left again plus 1 gives us 3, and that looks like a size 3, right? And then we get here, we get here, we get here. Eventually we'll have right minus left plus 1, which equals 6, right? So let me draw out the function signature and the body and do the walkthrough again, okay? So we'll say define max consecutive ones. That takes in nums, right? All right, and let's initialize our variables. So we'll have a res that will return at the end. We set it equal to 0 to start. And we need a left variable, which also starts at 0. And we'll use k is equal to 1 for the maximum number of flips, which is 1 in this case. Okay, so that's why I set k equal to 1. All right. So we're going to have to do a for loop, right? So for right num, let me clean that up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to use enumeration here. So for right, comma, num, n, enumerate nums. All right, first and foremost, let's check if that num, that current number is equal to 0, then that means we are going to do a flip, right? We can only do one maximum flip. So that's why while k is less than 0, right? That means that we've done that one maximum flip already, okay? If nums at our left anchor, right? Because this is a sliding window approach. If that's equal to 0, then we'll flip it, okay? So k plus equals 1, and then we say left also plus equals 1. Make sure you do it at this indentation level. And next up, we always track our best window, right? So res is equal to the max of res and right minus left plus 1, correct? At the very end here, we're going to just return the res. All right, let's do a walkthrough here. I'm going to go ahead and do this example up here. Okay, all right, so we start off, left is equal to 0. Right also starts at 0 inside this enumerate for loop, right? So if num is equal to 0, is this num equal to 0? It's not, right? Okay, so this doesn't hold, this doesn't hold, so we just do this, okay? So res is equal to the max of res and right minus left plus 1, okay? So 0 minus 0 plus 1 gives us 1, okay? All right, so back inside the for loop, right? So if num is equal to 0, it is, right? So we say k minus equals 1. So k becomes 0. And while k is less than 0, that's not true, right? So we go here. So res is equal to the max of itself and right minus left plus 1. So res now becomes 2. We get here, right? This doesn't hold. This doesn't hold, right? Because k is equal to 0, it's not less than 0. So we update our res again. So our res now becomes 3, right? And isn't that correct? Look at this length 3, and we've flipped at maximum 1, 0, right? Okay. Now we're back inside the for loop. Okay. And we know this will update our res to be equal to 4. Okay. And then we get here. Okay, now it gets interesting, right? So num is equal to 0, so k minus equals 0. So k becomes negative 1, okay? So while k is less than 0, if nums of left is equal to 0, it's not, right? But regardless, we still do left plus equals 1, okay? Because of this indentation level. So left comes here, okay? And we try to go back and, oh, well, first we need to check if we can update res, right? And it won't matter, okay? Because the max is 4, okay? So we try to go back inside the for loop and it terminates and we return res, which is equal to 4. And that matches here, right? Okay. So with that being said, I'd like you guys to pause the video and attempt this solution by yourselves, okay? Let's go ahead and navigate over to LeetCode and let's write this solution here. Okay, so like I mentioned, first and foremost, we say res is equal to 0, left is equal to 0, k is equal to 1, because we can do a maximum of 1 flip if it is equal to 0, right? If that num value is equal to 0. So for right, comma num, and enumerate nums, okay? So right will always be equal to the indices, and num will always be equal to the actual values inside of our nums array, okay? If num is equal to 0, so Boolean true, we'll say k minus equals 1. We'll decrement k. So if k is ever less than 0, though, we check at our left anchor of our window. If nums of left is also equal to 0, we say k plus equals 1. And regardless, we need to shrink our window, right? We need to slide it. And we have to always update res to be equal to the max of itself and the window, right? Right minus left plus 1. And at the very end, we'll just simply return res. Let's test this out, make sure there's no silly errors. Okay, it passes the initial test cases, we submit it, and we have a working solution. Wonderful. Let's go over to the drawing board and talk about the time complexity. Okay, so the time is equal to big O of n, where n is the size of the nums, right? So don't worry about this inner while loop. Maximum, this can only go the full size of the array one time, okay? So You could say 2n, but you drop the constant, so it's O of n, okay? And then the space is equal to big O of 1, because we're not using any extra memory, not increasing the heap size, nothing, right? Okay, with that being said, whatever platform you're on, like, comment, subscribe, follow, and I'll see you in the next one.